Never do any of
We
that.
gotta see this.
We gotta see this.
I know the one time I got like all ready for it. Okay, so we're live, and I'm a hooded thief apparently because I can't get my camera to work. But we're playing some Coriolis. This is a continuation of the Scarab and Jackal campaign. And when we last left the crew, they were heading back towards the planet Zine to the Foundation Station so that Yarah could finally get her her arm repaired because she had lost her arm in combat, maybe now probably like a month, 2 months ago, maybe. And you guys had got a pretty good payday trading off the little icon statuettes you found on Akua. So in any case, you've been heading there, and you've dropped off Yarah at the medical offices, and Amira is staying with her. Also on this planet, Hera, or his station, Hera met up with some preachers who she had been working with before, and has decided to leave the crew. So you're probably in search of an engineer at some point. But you have about almost 2 weeks to kind of be on this Foundation Station due to the medical needs. And Radwa's connection here, Seema, who is a former associate, we'll say, as part of the where Radwa was negotiating, and she was a medical doctor, I guess. And she actually has asked you to do kind of a favor, but she has a favor for you because of the nature of your escape from Kua. You actually have some interesting cargo, right? You have a Legion soldier in stasis on your ship. And Seema is pretty well connected, which is why you came here, and she's got she's willing to help you get rid of this, not kill, obviously, but get rid of this Legion soldier, because I think you want to drop him off somewhere. You obviously can't just let him loose here, because then he'll report that you're at the station. So she knows of a freighter that's going is going to be making a portal jump, and is going to end up in Zua, which is pretty far away. And she's willing to talk them into carrying your Legion soldier there and kind of dropping them off. But they were doing something for her. They were dropping off some supplies to one of the moons here on Zine, where there's some mining operation. So if you are willing to meet with them and get the supplies from them, they're in space right now, and swap for the Legion soldier and drop the stuff off, that would be their proposed mission, if you will. No payment in it for you, except for the fact that you won't have to deal with your issue with the soldier.
That sounds pretty good. So are we supposed to just put this guy in a crate?
Yeah, well,
I mean, do we have anything we could knock him out with?
Well, he's inside a stasis pod on your ship, and Seema says the ship you're meeting with is larger. You can dock up against the larger ship, and they'll actually take the stasis pod from you, the whole thing, operational and all. You'll lose a stasis pod, but you can get another one. I guess they'll give you another one. They'll give you an empty one from their ship. So you'll probably be docked together for maybe like 10 hours while they do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nothing else, you want to ask, she's basically she wants you to go to the third moon of Zine, which as you probably know, the Zine itself is kind of a pretty hostile planet, but the moons have been found to be interesting mining in the last 10 years or so. So there's lots of like small mining operations going on, and she has a connection with this one. She tells you that her friend Alina Saha has an operation. She just has 2 miners working with her. Alina is a scientist, and she's got the small amount of kind of scientific tools and food and stuff that needs to be dropped off there. So you can easily transport that in your ship. And these guys have it. They were going to bring it to the station, do a switch, whatever, but you can just meet them in space for a cleaner kind of, obviously switching a Legion soldier out is not going to be something you want to do in public. So you'd have to fly out about a day to meet them into space. But it should be pretty easy because you've got you have their tracking information, so you can just kind of rendezvous with them. You'll be, I mean, you really need to fly your ship as a pilot, so you can definitely do it. You'll obviously, you realize that being out in space is going to be a little dangerous without a full crew, but that would be the risks.
No, we're not going too far, probably. So, yeah.
Yeah, about less than a day's travel into space.
Yeah.
Speed of your ship, and then you'll be hooked up with them for about maybe 10 hours or so, and then you'll have to fly back, and then around the planet.
Okay, that's not bad. Shouldn't be too risky.
Yeah, effectively, what would happen is if you ended up getting, let's say, in combat, you would have to. Obviously, the pilot can't do anything but fly, but Rodwell would be able to do another position if needed. Like you could either do the guns or whatever. But,
okay, sweet.
Cool. All right, so make the deal over some tea or whatever, and you're going to set out the next morning. Is there anything you want to do before you head out in that direction while you're on this kind of medical?
Well, I want to say, I actually have a whole nother character ready to go. If you want me to run 2 characters, I can do that. That way we would have an engineer because she's a data spider.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to pick up some Combra. I think I only have, let me see, I think 1 dose or something. Yeah. I'll get some of that. Get something to negotiate anything.
Right. Definitely. All right. So you're going to pick up some Combra. I mean, you guys kind of supplied, although actually when you supplied on the planet there close to the sun, I can't remember now, it's now been like 3 weeks. So yeah, you probably definitely have run out of Combra and stuff. So we can load up whatever else you need. I don't think you had any space combat, so you probably have plenty of supplies as far as that's concerned. And of course, you have food because you picked it up when you got here. So yeah, so off you go. So the morning comes, and whatever, you rest and you get up, and you're gonna take the ship out. Again, it's almost a day's journey to where you need to meet them. You're basically going to rendezvous. They give you essentially coordinates, and you're going to go there and just leave your beacon up so that you're easily spottable by their sensors or whatever. They'll do the same.
Okay. Can we make sure to only have our beacon up whenever we're close to where we're meeting them?
Yeah, absolutely. When you get to where you're going, you can do that at the rendezvous, time period.
Yeah.
Time period, let's say a range of a 1 hour or 2 hour time period where that you'll be able to meet. So you can just turn it on then, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Don't want to keep it on the whole time just in case.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want any space pirates. You already had some issues with them in the past. So yeah, that's a good idea. So yeah, you can fly out there. It shouldn't take much you won't need to make a piloting roll to fly out there. But yeah, and you fly out. Do a quick check here. Yeah, and it's no problem. Clear sailing. You guys are kind of moving along, whatever. Doing, it's most of the time when you're flying, you're probably mostly on autopilot unless something pops up on the sensors. So you just kind of cruising through space with no real issues. And you get to more or less the rendezvous point and turn on your beacon. And as soon as you turn it on, they must have got there before you because you immediately get hailed by the captain of the other ship, whose name is Aziz. She would have told you that. So he immediately hails your ship, and he says, you see the message coming in that you're being hailed.
That's sensors, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can answer the thing as a pilot as well. Yeah, I mean, you see it pop up.
Okay. All right, we're being held, sir.
Yeah.
Good. Let them know our status.
Okay. I pull up the screen, I guess.
Okay.
Or yeah.
You can do that. You bring it up, and you see, a bridge of a ship. Basically a larger ship than yours, obviously, as you were told, is basically a hauler, and the ship is actually capable of carrying or connecting to the outside of it up to about 3 ships your size. And you see a kind of an older gentleman standing there, and he says, Greetings, Captain Radwa and crew. I am Aziz.
Hello. How are you faring today?
It's been a long journey, but I do enjoy the darkness sometimes.
Yes, don't we all?
I've heard you have some cargo that we are supposed to offload with you in exchange for some food supplies.
Yes, yes. How would you like to go through with this delivery?
If your pilot would like to dock, the docking bay number 3 is open. All you need to do is connect, and I'll meet you there.
All right, we will see you shortly.
Okay, and the thing goes out.
Nice.
And you can see that there's a docking bay that the big number 3 on it.
Okay. Do I need to make a piloting roll to do that?
This you'll need to land to do a piloting roll. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have any disadvantages or anything, right?
No, well, actually, since that's all you're doing, you can actually you have five energy points in that ship, so you can put it all in pilot because you're not like doing anything else. So that's 2 more than you need, so you can actually have a +2.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Holy shit! Hold on. Wait. All right. 3, 4, 5. Wait. 3, 5, 6, and then these 2 will be 7. I don't need you guys, so you guys go over here. Sorry, I rolled, but like I got mixed up which dice were which. So, yeah, I got 2 successes at least, and one of my dice fell off the table.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. It it has like a little tube that comes out, and you're able to kind of roll right up next to it and dock up nice and clean. When you do, you hear it like attach, and you can hear the airlocks like opening up, so you can walk through if you like.
I'm gonna say I'm not carrying many things with me, but I am carrying my sword and my accelerator pistol.
Okay.
I don't want to appear too armed because I don't know these guys. I don't want them to feel threatened, but I will at least carry my accelerator pistol on my hip.
Okay, fair enough. How about you, Rod? Well, you just have a little tiny gun, right?
Yeah, I got the Vulcan Cricket. I would have it on me, but it's under my robe.
Yeah, it's a little gun.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned.
Yeah. So yeah, they dock up next to you, and you hear their airlock open up. So what would you like to do?
Well, I guess we should go on board and get this transaction done as swiftly as possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll let the if the captain wants to lead the way, I'll back him up, or I'll lead the way, whatever.
Yeah, I guess I'll go first, just in case he's there as well. Captain.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you walk up and you open up your like cargo connecting bay or whatever, and you see basically this tunnel going to their ship, and you can see it's already open on their end, and you see actually the captain. He's got just one person with him, a woman. And she's like they're just talking, and when they see you, he introduces her to you as another Yarah. There's a lot of Yarahs in this game. So he says, welcome aboard the ship. This is my first mate, Yarah. She'll help facilitate the move.
I'll nod and say, yeah, it's good to meet you. This is Sophia, my pilot.
Nice to meet you.
I just give a slight nod.
So he says, well, we'll need to, I guess, have a couple of engineers because we need to remove a pod, I guess. If you show us to the stasis chamber, we can take a look and see exactly what we'll need, and we'll report back to them.
Yes, right this way to the stasis chamber.
Cool.
And I guess I'll lead the way.
I'm looking at your ship right now. It's actually on the same floor, so it's literally just through the middle part of the ship where like the mess hall is, and then it's right at the front. So yeah, you basically lead them through there, and the first officer Yarah immediately kind of walks up and starts looking at the connections and stuff to see what needs to be done. He turns to you and he says, "So, do you much transporting out this way?"
Oh, we do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Haven't been out this way in a while.
Yeah, no, me neither. I'm kind of glad that you're helping me out with this because this will save me a day's journey. I was going to basically turn around after the drop off there and head back towards the portal.
Yes, the good portal. Yeah, I'm a bit short-handed right now, so we're trying to get this done quickly. Don't want to be out, in space alone.
Yeah, that's wise. Yeah, you never know what could be around. But usually a ship with the size of mine, we don't get harassed too often as long as we keep our eyes open. But every once in a while, the pirates get bold, if you know what I mean.
Have they been particularly active in this region?
Around the asteroid belt, there tends to be a lot of activity lately. There were a lot of prospectors there, and the prospectors are coming and going. They're easy pickings in generally small ships without much armament. So, but other than that, they don't really bother us too much out here. It's not like some of the other trade routes.
Oh, yeah, those trade routes can be dangerous if you don't keep your wits about you.
Indeed. So that you hear Yarah from the other room. Is Yarah, yes?
While they're kind of talking, I want to lean over to the captain and ask if we the armor that came with that soldier, ask if we should hold on to it or give it up. Like, I don't know if we want anything that would tie us back to this guy, but we kept it because we may need it and never know.
That's a good question. I say we hold on to it for now, maybe. And if it becomes an issue, we'll fast talk our way out of it.
Okay. Yes, you hear Yarah from the other room, and she says, "Okay, it shouldn't take too much. Although, if we want to make sure to not wake him up, because obviously we don't want to be seen, we're going to need to run some power down to this module, attach it, and then roll it back into our ship, and then we'll give you a replacement module, as these are quite expensive. I'm sure you don't want to lose one. So probably take in the vicinity of about 6 or 8 hours if you want to, rest or do whatever you want to do. Our men can take care of this, and it should be easy enough." Kind of nods. He nods to you. He says, "Captain Roger, would you like to come on my ship and have a drink?"
Yes. A drink would be refreshing.
Great. And then they turn and they walk away. They're walking out, expecting you to follow, obviously.
I'll pull back to Sophia and say, "Are you coming, or do you want to watch the ship? I kind of trust this guy."
Sure. I'll come. Maybe they have some soldiers to have a drink with.
Yes. So I'll lead the way behind this other captain.
Cool. Yeah. So you enter onto his ship, and it's you guys kind of get on there, and you're in kind of this like long docking bay that can obviously be opened up into like one larger space, but it's broken up into 3 different bays. You notice as you walk through, for the purposes of airlocks and stuff for smaller ships, but they've got like a lot of space where they can bring on cargo and stuff. And you do see that they've got a lot of different things going on there. And he brings you. He doesn't seem at all like off-put or anything that Sophia's with you or whatever, and he just leads you right up to basically towards the front of his ship. And when you're about like 3/4 of the way there, Yarah kind of salutes and excuses herself and goes into the engineering section to get the people to work on the project. And then he brings you up kind of into what's kind of like an officer's lounge, you would imagine. It's kind of nice, but it's an open space. It's not like his room. And there's like a bartender and everything, because this is a pretty big ship. And so he gets up there and he waves his hand. The guy behind the bar pours some drinks, and he sits down. And he says, so We tend to do a lot of big hauling, but it's always good to know some of the smaller ships around. So we definitely should stay in contact. You never know.
Yeah, this is a good point. Could be lucrative for the both of us.
Indeed. To be honest, with my larger contracts, I don't tend to do things that are as risky as moving this soldier, but I kind of miss the thrill that I had when I was younger. A little bit more rebel, if you will, and he laughs.
Yeah, it's nothing like chasing a good thrill. And I'll kind of like probably be like gripping the vial of Combra in my pocket.
Nice. So yeah, he basically. Yep.
Quick question: am I with them, or like have I kind of wandered off on my own?
Well, I mean, if you wanted to have wandered off, you could have. You could deal with that. But yeah, I'm assuming you were. He didn't seem to say so.
Yeah, I mean, like I kind of don't want to be around a bunch like around captains because, like, I mean, given my background and everything, I've never been a captain or anything, and like they're just usually separate from soldiers. So yeah, if I could have just like wandered off with some of the regular crew, I would rather have done that.
Okay, yeah, I mean, if you had followed Yarah towards where the engineering was,
yeah, that'll be fine.
Then nobody would probably say anything to you. If you just walk around the ship, probably somebody will eventually stop you from wandering.
Yeah. No, like I'll go with Yarah if she's going like anywhere where regular crew are and stuff like that.
Yeah, she's going to the engineering section. Yeah, so you guys walk down into like an engineering section, and there's like a lot of people in there. It's a much you have one engineer on your ship. They've got a crew of engineers, and she walks right up to the head of engineering. And she kind of explains, she's got a tablet, and she kind of shows him on the tablet what the specs of the stuff that you have. And then he nods, and he gets a couple guys together, and they start assembling the required tools. At that point, it's not that she didn't know you were there, but she didn't really address you much because she was doing her thing. She turns to you and she says, how long have you piloted that ship?
I'm usually more of the defender of the ship. Our regular pilot is undergoing a procedure at the moment.
Ah, I see. Yeah. I used to be on a small courier ship as the pilot. It's very nice to be on a smaller ship sometimes.
Yeah, can be. But can also be frustrating.
Yeah, I suppose tight space with only a few people. But a bigger space always means bigger people, so in the end, it's kind of the same.
Perhaps. I've been on both. Been a soldier, so I've served on ships like this myself.
Yeah, we don't get much action. That's for sure. We stick to the trade routes.
Well, everything for different things for everyone, I suppose.
Yes, that's the truth. But it's been a good ride so far for me. I'm enjoying this larger ship. I have one more year left in my duties here, and then I'm thinking of starting my own ship. Saving.
Well, if you're ever needing a guard, let me know. Maybe I'll be free.
Oh, that would be wonderful. And then she goes back working on her tablet, and then the engineering people show up, and they're kind of like walking by with the stuff, and she's like checking things off the tablet as they go to make sure everything's kind of in line. And you see them walk by, and they're heading towards your ship now.
Okay, I'll just kind of stand around awkwardly.
Okay, yeah, she's there. I mean, she's just doing stuff. I mean, she doesn't seem to be super talkative, but she's not at all worried that you're there or that all doesn't want you to be or anything like that. She's just doing work. Probably for like the next like 15-20 minutes, and then when she finishes and everybody's kind of walked out with the stuff and every like piece is done, essentially she checked off all her things. She closes down the tablet and then she says, care for a smoke?
Yeah, I'd love one.
Cool. So then she says, follow me. And she heads off to the what's kind of like a rec area. It's one deck below. It's got like large tables in the center. It's got like a bar with both, hard drinks and soft drinks, basically, and it's got some food. It looks like maybe kind of like a cafeteria, but more like a 24-hour, like open up, like people hang out in here kind of cafeteria. And there's some hookahs and stuff, and she basically goes over and finds one it's got a couple of people already smoking on it, and she just sits down with them and she introduces you to them. They're other people that work on the bridge of the ship. The Xena, who is the bridge engineer, and Jahan, who is the gunner. And they're smoking hookah.
They're smoking what?
Yeah, who's smoking a hookah?
Okay, cool. I'll join them if they'll let me.
Yeah, basically, you sit down and they start passing it around. It's got Arash, as I said, in it, which is like
basically.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll smoke it with them and talk philosophical talks about the universe and the life in it.
All right. Let's see what happens while you guys are done. Yeah. So essentially, you're there for a while. I mean, you guys hang out. Maybe at some point you have some food. Same thing with Radwa. The captain invites you to have dinner with him, which is like a little bit more formal. It's like a smaller, maybe like 5-6 people around the table. Actually, when dinner time comes, Yarah does go to the captain's dinner, but you're welcome to hang out with the bridge people. Which doesn't say it like that, but you're hanging out with those guys, and they're like, "Come have dinner with us," and then you guys all go over to get dinner, and then she excuses herself, and then that's when you see her show up, Radwa. So,
Yeah.
Captain, first officer, and there's a few other, the head medical guy, whatever. There's a few other people that have dinner with the captain, and you're having dinner, Sophia, with the rest of the crew, basically. Or one of the dinner shifts, actually. So it would be. And then at some point they report to you that the cargo's been offloaded and that they're just installing your new stasis bed. And then a little while later, they say that they're good to go. And if you want to load up the cargo from them, you're more than welcome to. And that's probably when you guys might want to head back to your ship, because you're going to start taking cargo off of their ship.
Yeah, definitely want to oversee that.
Yeah, so you get down there. I mean, they've got a big crew and they have like machines and stuff, so they don't make you actually load it yourself or whatever. They just they say these ones here. It's one kind of larger crate that has some scientific equipment, and then kind of a smaller crate that has some kind of rations and stuff, and a couple of barrels of water. And then you get it all loaded up, and they bid you farewell, and you'll just have to make one piloting roll to break away from the ship without causing any problems. When you want to go, unless there's something else you want from these guys.
Nope. I'll bid adieu to all my friends and everything. So,
all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. Thank the captain for his hospitality.
Yep. He says anytime, and you guys have switched exchange information or whatever, so you have this contact now. If you need to make a contact with them in the future, and you're basically good to go. If you want to.
Do I get a +2 on my pilot roll again?
Yeah, because you can put all the effort into the.
Okay. Yeah, I got 1 success.
Nice. That's all you needed. It's not the cleanest breakaway possible, but it doesn't cause any damage, and you're able to get going out into space back towards busy planet. So it's going to take you about a day, a little bit, to get back to the Foundation station. Then you have to go around the other side of the planet to the moon. So you just basically, again, it's a pretty open flight. It's not. Let's see if anything happens. No, nobody bothers you. So you kind of have no real incidences, and you're able to fly around to that moon. Again, it's now probably, so it would have been a day back. So you're about 2.5 days from the time you left the original station now. When you're approaching the small mining moon in this encampment that they told you to drop the supplies off at. So, yeah. Cool. So you are flying. looking stuff up. Cool. Yeah. So you get to the moon, no problem, and you kind of go to the coordinates that you know that this place is at, and you actually see that it's more or less. It almost looks like a small cabin. You know, there's only 3 people living there. There's basically like a cabin-sized building, and then there's a couple of small outbuildings, which most likely have machinery in it. And you can see there's kind of like a. It's near the side of what was kind of like a mountain or a hill, and of course there's a big hole there because they're mining in it. So there's like a mine tunnel, and you can see all that as you kind of approach from the sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to be dropping these off at the mine?
Yep, to the cottage, basically.
Okay. Where does it look like it'd be easiest to land?
It's a pretty flat area. You'll have to make like a regular pilot roll to land on it without the +2 now, but you definitely can land pretty much. You can land close enough that you'll be able to use your little like lifts or whatever just to move it right over. You can land pretty close, I guess.
Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, I got 2 successes.
Nice. So yeah, you land the ship, and it's probably, I mean, you can tell by the light or whatever, it's probably like the midday-ish for them. And you land your ship, and maybe you like, wait a second, you're getting everything buckled down or whatever, and you don't see anybody. Like nobody comes out or anything like that.
Let's try honking. No, I'm just kidding. Is there any sort of like signal we can send out or like try to pick up or something? Or
I mean, yeah, you could try to radio them, I suppose, if you want to do that. And I'm assuming your ship probably has some kind of like speaker system on the outside that you could like, if you want to do like attention people, like that kind of thing.
Right. I mean, maybe try to start with the radio before I start spouting off things through the microphone.
Okay. Oh man. All right. So yeah. All right. So you get on the radio and you're trying to call them. You don't see any picking them up. But do because of the standard channel, nobody's answering. So if you have it, technology.
I don't.
Or datagen.
I do have that.
You can do that to try to run the sensors to see if you can find like what channel their radio is set on.
Okay, so it's going to be 5d6s. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Using the online dice roller because I'm being lazy. I'm gonna have to do one at a time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm looking for a 6.
Yep.
Okay, I got 1 6.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So you with the 1 6, you basically are pretty certain that you've like covered all the channels they could possibly be using, but nobody seems to be picking up.
Okay. I'll flip on the microphone system or speaker system.
Okay.
And I'll just say, "Greetings, citizens of the third moon."
Okay. All right. So you do that, and you're probably looking like you're using the cameras that are outside the ship, so you can see all around you. And you actually see in the like cottage type building, the door opens up a little bit, and you see a woman's head pop out, and she looks around like very nervously, and then she closes it again.
I'll say, "Alina, I know that you are hiding in there. You are wanted for high treason."
Okay. Nothing happens.
Oh, damn. I'll say to Sophia, I think I spotted someone. Perhaps we should go knock. I don't think the speaker's going to do much.
Yeah. Sophia's at this point looking at all the cameras. She is not liking this situation.
Be prepared. Yeah.
I say we just leave now. Drop these tools off some other time when whatever issue they have going on here has sorted itself out.
I mean, we could literally just drop them off now, push them all out the ship and fly off. You know, I wouldn't be opposed. Just dump it in and go.
All right.
We're not carrying any cargo.
I'll grab my carbine just in case.
Yeah, and I'll start preparing to just like shove all the cargo off the ship.
Okay, so your plan is to open up the bay doors and just kind of like
just shove it out. Yeah.
I mean, it's heavy, so you'll have to use your little lift to do it. But yeah, you just want to drop it off outside on the ground, basically, without bringing it to the place.
Pretty much. Is there any way I could like stay on the speaker as I'm moving around the ship?
Yeah, I'll say you can do it with your
Headset or something.
You can like log in with your communicator to do that. That seems
okay. Fun. Just in case, like I need to shout.
Yeah, you can tap into the communicator.
Okay, cool.
So yeah,
I'll be busy doing that.
Okay. So you get to the cargo area. I guess you load the first thing up on your little machine to bring it down, and then you lower the cargo ramp so you can kind of bring it outside the ship and drop it off. And when it kind of comes down, you start to move your way like out to bring it out.
While we're lowering the thing, I'm gonna go ahead and have my carbine at the door just in case.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a ramp that lowers down, so you could stand on the ramp while it lowers, or you could wait till it lowers and then walk out. However you want to do it. I mean, with the weight, you can't do it. The person you could.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just kind of like, as the ramp is lowering, like I don't step on it. I just have my carbine like aimed out in case anyone comes up.
Right, sounds reasonable. So yeah, you right away notice things. You're looking around as this thing's loading. You see the door open up again. You see this woman's head pop out as the thing's lowering, and she says, "Be careful! Be careful!"
I'll shout back over the speakers. Identify yourself.
So she's like got the door like barely open so her face can stick out, and she says, "I am Lena."
Yes, I'm looking for you. I have your cargo. We're unloading it now.
It's dangerous.
The cargo?
Take me instead.
Interesting proposition. Where's everyone else?
I think they're dead.
Did you kill them?
No. And then she slams the door. Reasonable.
Is there any sort of like loud noise I could emit from the speakers?
Sure. What kind of noise?
It's like a really harsh noise.
You mean to like scare things?
Yeah, like to kind of like maybe annoy her to make her open the door again.
Oh.
I don't know if it's possible though. I don't know if there's any sort of like.
You can probably make feedback come through the speaker.
Yeah, some kind of like something just kind of shitty sounding.
Okay. All right, so you like run feedback through the speakers for a few seconds, and it's really loud and annoying. And then she pops her head back out, and she's like, "You're going to draw their attention."
Who is they? Come to my ship. I'm tired of yelling. I don't want to broadcast our plans. Get to the ship. We'll cover you.
Okay.
How far is she, by the way?
You're maybe like I don't know, like 100 meters.
Okay.
You don't want to let her get too close to a house.
Right.
Well, not too far. It'd probably take maybe like a minute to run that far.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So she says, "Okay." She kind of like looks around more, and the door closes again for a second. And then the door bursts open, and you see her just like running towards you as fast as she can. And let's see if she makes it. Let's see if Elena makes it to the ship. Oh, Elena. Okay, so she's running towards the ship, and you see it actually must be sitting on top of your ship, you imagine, because it comes down from above, and it lands. It basically looks like a crow. It's about that big. And it comes flying at her and kind of like gets like in her face, and it's kind of like clawing at her, and she's trying to like fend it off with her hands.
Can I shoot it?
Yeah, try.
Okay.
Yeah, she's probably like that happened. She's 90 meters away, so I think that's probably long range. So as long as your carbine goes that far.
My accelerator pistol does.
Okay. You want to switch to the accelerator pistol?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the carbine.
Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah, you can shoot at it.
Oh yeah. 2 successes.
Nice. So that accelerator pistol, 2 damage. So you got 1 extra success.
Oh wait, I got a +1 bonus. I forgot because I have a for the accelerator pistol. So let me see if I got 3 successes. Nope, just 2.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So you can either do extra stuff. Let me see what it is. If you have that page ready, but
I don't have it ready. I forgot.
you can actually. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Like I said, I forgot to get it ready myself. So
It up. So let's see. So, combat.
should probably remember to make a cheat sheet. We were talking about that last time.
Yeah, Tony made one, but he's not here. He did make one. Tony. Let's see. You can ranged combat. Yeah, Tony moves as long as. What was the fact? This is melee. Range, movement, surprise. Was it after that? Range combat, here we go. Bonus effects. Increased damage by 1 point. Suppressive fire, which would give it stress instead. You can raise your initiative, but there's no initiative yet. Or you can disarm, but it doesn't have a weapon. So you can either do an extra point of damage, or instead of raise initiative, because we haven't rolled initiative, when you roll initiative, you can actually increase it by 1. If you want to do that, but that's the only thing you could do besides take an extra point, give an extra point of damage.
All right. Excuse me. Okay, I could do an extra point of damage to it.
Cool.
Guess I'll go with that. Well, wait. Wait. If I stress it out, would that give her a chance to get away from it?
It would depend on its level of mind points, because it basically gives it mind damage instead of. I think. Go back and I'm pretty sure that's what it does, but let me just double check that.
Yeah, excuse me.
I have 3 copies of this book, so I can keep it.
Yeah. Right.
Pages.
Yeah. This book could have been written a bit more intuitively, or they could have had like cheat stuff, like cheat sheet stuff at the end, like Dragon Age did, which was great.
Combat. Here we go. I'm just gonna keep it. What I did was in my PDF, I printed the different chapters as their own PDFs, so I have them. So
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't have it open. So what it does is it makes it do. I think it just makes it do stress. Specifier. You force your enemy to take their heads down. She suffers 1 point of stress. If you shoot in full auto, 1 additional point. Yeah, it did stress. So it would depend on if it had more mind points or hit points, basically.
Okay. I mean, you said it looks like just a little crow thing.
It looks like a crow, yeah.
I mean, usually that doesn't add up to much hit points. So, but I'm only going to be doing like, what, 2 damage to it? And it's usually not enough to kill anything. Yeah, I'm going to try and stress it out, and maybe that will give her a chance to get away from it.
Okay. Cool. So it takes 2 points damage and 1 stress point. Let's see. So let me do that. So go ahead. Let's go ahead and roll initiative now.
I forgot. How do we do initiative?
D6.
Just 1?
Yep.
Okay.
Higher is better.
All right. I got a 2.
Yeah, and they got a 2 as well. You as well, Rodwell.
I roll 1 also.
Yeah, let me roll for her too. Oh, she got.
I got a 2.
Oh, all right. Everybody's on 2 except for the scientist. She is going to actually continue to try to run, even though she's being kind of attacked by this bird. She's going to use all of her points to run. Let's see. Then it's initiative 2. The creature is going to attack her. Okay. And then it's you guys. So you can see her running towards you, and this like crow is just like kind of beckoning at her. And you're kind of up in the ship still. Well, you're on the ramp, I guess.
I shoot at it again.
Okay.
Would I also be able to shoot her? I mean, I got a short range. I don't know if that would work. But...
No, it's at long range right now.
Yeah, okay.
You also have a crate on the ramp that you're driving.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I don't know if you want to do anything with that. You don't have to, but
I'm going to keep offloading it.
Okay.
1 success, so I guess I just hit it.
Cool. All right, yeah, you pluck it again and for another 2 points of damage. And at this point, yeah, you feel like it actually flies up. I mean, you can't do it till its turn, but you see that it actually seems to be like it might react. Well, actually, and then it's her turn again, so we're back again to the next round of initiative. You can actually get that all the way to the bottom and start to unload it this round, and I'll say next round you can unload it completely, assuming you want to keep your lift. You know, your like loader machine. You don't want to like leave it out there, right? You want to take it back up with you, Rodwell.
Yeah, I think so.
You got like a little forklifty thing, like a hand forklift.
Right. Yeah, take it back up.
Yeah. So okay, and it's still too far away to do anything. All right, it's going to actually. I mean, this is simultaneous, but it actually is going to fly towards you now, Sophia, because it sees the and its movement is actually pretty fast, pretty far. It can actually get to you. So this thing actually flies at you, but it won't be able to attack this round. It's going to just come at you, and actually, as it does, 3 more swoop in from like the sides that you couldn't see. They were around the other side of the ship and commence. Now there's 4 of them on the loading dock with you.
What page was the critical stuff on? Like for when you roll more than 1 success?
That is on page 89.
Okay.
For range. Yeah. So now there's 4 of these things up on the. Those are the ones that just entered combat. This round won't attack, even though they didn't move that far. But there's 4 of them on the ship, or in the loading dock area.
I want to try to shoot one for sure.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely can do that. You're in short range now, so you can pluck at one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No 6s. God damn it.
Okay. Would you like to pray to the icons?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Good call.
What's
Okay, so these things are within short range now. Is it within melee range?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
2 of them are. I'll say 2. Actually, you shot the one, so I'll say there's 3 on you and 1 on Rodwell.
Okay. Where's my melee? Oh. Let me get 7. I could actually do better with 9. Yeah, that'd be 9. My Vulcan carbine, I could do 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, same on both. Okay, so if I switch to my sword this turn, can I hit something?
Well, it's a fast action if you just want to drop your. If you want to just drop your weapon and not put it away, then I think that's not an action at all. That's free. If you want to put it away, it's fast action. So if you want to just drop your weapon and not put it away, you can use a fast action to draw your sword, which means you could still attack.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
You drop your accelerated pistol and it rolls down the ramp onto the ground.
Great. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm gonna try and hit this crow either way. Got 2 successes. Wish 5s could be successes because I got a shit ton of 5s. Okay, let's see. Bonus effect. Nope, now I'm not on a melee anymore. Now I got to look for the bonus effect for melee instead of ranged.
Yeah, those are section before.
Yeah, I'm getting up to it.
86.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I mean, like I saw it earlier, so I remember where it was. It's just my PDF readers want to be slow for some reason. Okay. Melee roll. Blah blah blah. The following effects. Increased damage, critical injury, inflicting mortal wound on your enemy. Oh, that'd be cool. Strike fear. Yeah, I would actually love to do that. I'm gonna raise my initiative.
Okay.
So, cool. So yeah, I pull out my sword in such a way that it slices at the enemy, and then I take up a samurai-like pose as I get ready for my next attack, and I do 3 damage to it.
3 damage, nice. Okay, cool. I'll say that's the one that you've already shot twice too. So you can see this thing now, and while it's the size of a crow, it kind of resembles almost more like a bat, except for its face is very, very sinister looking, and it has like a large beak that it's kind of a combination between a crow and a bat, I'll say. And it has kind of very, very sharp clawed feet. And you can just tell that this thing is got some of the darkness in it. Like it really feels like you feel uncomfortable being near it. Besides the fact that it's technical. She now turns, because it's now next round, she turns and runs back towards the house because she's closer to the house than she is to you. And then it's back to Sophia because you raised your initiative to 3. So it's your turn.
These things are pixies, aren't they?
Pixies.
Okay. So the one I've already hit, is it dead yet?
No.
Okay. I'm going to hit it again.
Oh, actually, everybody can roll now that they're close to you, roll culture at minus if you have it.
I do have culture at minus what?
-2.
Okay.
But even if you put you less than 0, you can still roll it. I mean,
so 1, 2, 3, 4. I got no 6s.
Okay, so you have no idea what this is, unless
I'm probably freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, unless you want to pray to the.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, nice. Yeah, 2 more 6s. So I'm gonna do. So I'm going to this time do. This effect costs extra 6s beyond the first, so I need at least 3 successes to do a critical hit injury. Right.
That's right. If the crit is
2. Okay, so I'll just do increased damage.
Okay. Let me just before you do that. Okay, it's fine. I'm rolling its armor. Forgot to do that last time. It's okay. Okay, cool. So you do 4 points.
Yes.
Okay. It actually now it's you can go first if you want, Roger. It's your turn and it's their turn. There's one kind of nearish you. There's one that's fighting with there's 3 that are near Sophia right now.
Okay. I guess I'll take it. Sure. Yeah, I'll take a shot. 2, 3.
Cool.
1, 6.
Nice. All right, so you pluck the one, I guess the one that's near you for Vulcan Cricket.
Yeah, 2 damage.
Or 2 points of damage. Okay, cool.
Nice.
It bounces back a little bit, and then kind of refocuses its eyes on you.
Okay.
Now the other. So there's that one. There's the really hurt one attacking Sophia. So the one attacking you, Sophia, is going to fly back away from you. He's going to move. He's going to use action to fly away. And the other 2, though, that are near you are actually, they fly into the ship. So 2 have flown past you into the ship. One is taking off because it looks like it's pretty injured. And then the one that's near Rodro is going to try to swing down and attack you.
Okay.
One success. Okay, so one of them comes at you, Rod. You don't have armor, right?
No.
I do. Rodwell.
Okay, so as you get attacked, he's like, haha, I have armor.
All right.
You take 1 point of damage from this thing biting you.
Nice.
Yeah.
As I taunt you that I have armor.
Yeah. Now's not the time, Sophia.
Which hurts your pride a little bit.
Cool. Yeah, so you got bit by this thing, and it felt like really terrible. But you just take 1 point of damage. And then it's back to 4 again, which is the woman. So she had run once. So she actually runs, and let's see if any more. No, she actually runs back to the house and gets inside. It closes the door. And then it's to Sophia. So there's a hurt one that actually moved away from you. So it's actually down the ramp and out into the. It moved. It used all of its actions to move. So it's 30 meters away from you. And then there's 2 that went into the actual ship, and then there's 1 that's between you and Rodwell.
I'll attack the one that bit my friend who doesn't have armor. Only 1 success, so 2 damage.
Okay. Yeah. It cringes at.
I mean 3 damage. 3 damage. I'm sorry.
At being shocked and hurt, and yeah. What would you like to do, Rodwell?
I guess I'll focus on the one that hit me.
Okay.
2, 3, 4. No hits.
Okay. All right. So you're trying to shoot. It's really super close to you, so you're having trouble because it's kind of.
Yeah, I'm probably a little flustered after getting hit, and I'm mentally breaking because I'm being told I don't have armor, and I'm feeling it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that one is going to actually try to make another bite at you. So it's kind of, although you haven't hit it yet. Let me roll. Actually, you know what? It turns and goes after Sophia. 1 success. So do you have to roll your armor against it, Sophia?
Okay. Sorry, I'm sitting here laughing my ass off at everything that's going on. Which is probably a good thing, I guess. It's good. Laughing is good. Usually. No successes.
Okay. So you take 1 point of damage as well. It penetrates your armor.
Okay. Not so funny anymore, I guess.
Yeah. So, yeah. You notice, well, actually, hold on. Everybody roll observation.
Okay, let me see. Observation. 2 wits. 1, 2, 3. I got 1 success.
Okay.
I got no successes.
Okay. So, Rodway, you notice just before, so you both notice this. The ship, suddenly, shakes really hard. But, Rodway, right before that happens, you noticed on the ground out in front of you the shadow of what looks like one of these creatures, but much, much larger. Kind of fly by, and then boom, it landed on the roof of the ship, and the ship is shaking a little bit.
I'll shout to Sophia. Sophia, I think there's a much larger one on top of us. Maybe we should just get out of here. Shut these cargo doors.
I can't do that. I dropped my gun.
Okay, we'll be prepared.
Okay, so you hear the woman yell from the house. Oh my God! Get away from there! Then she closes the door again. And then it's a piece.
Is there still one near us?
There's 1 between you. Yep, 1 between you, 2 that flew into the actual ship, through the cargo bays into the ship. And you don't see them anymore. And then the big one on the top that you know of. And then a small one that flew.
Right. I hope they don't make droppings all over the pilot seat. I slice for this other one in my samurai-like pose, and get no successes.
Okay. And Roger, what would you like to do?
I guess take another shot.
Cool.
2, 3, 4, 1, 6.
Nice. So you blast this one. It reacts, and actually, then on its turn, it flies out the door. So there's no more on the dock with you, but you definitely feel the ship like shaking, and also you hear, and the lights go out in the ship.
Awesome.
So on initiative 4, the woman yells from the house again, "Oh my God, get out of there!" And then 3, Sophia.
I think we should do as she says, Captain. I'm gonna attempt to make my way to the ramp and also get my gun.
Okay. Well, if you want to pick it up off the ground, that'll be a fast action. So you can move 20 meters and pick up the gun, or you can move 30 meters if you leave it.
I'll move 20 meters and pick up the gun.
Okay. What would you like to do, Rodwell?
I guess start preparing to shut the cargo doors as soon as Sophia's on board.
No, she just left the ship.
Oh, she left the ship. That's right. She's going to get the gun.
And the power's out on the ship.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Damn. Okay. How many of these things are left? Are there any?
There's none around you right now. You know there's a large one on the top because you can hear the ship shaking, and you know that 2 went inside the ship, in the doors that are still open because you can't close them because of the.
Yeah, right.
But there's none directly around you. You're not like any kind of danger right this second.
Okay. I kind of want to go find the ones in the ship. I think that's gonna piss me off if they do anything, sketchy.
All right. Nice.
You still have that giant one on top of the ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you run inside. Let me look at the ship. I gotta see where they are. Let me look at my ship layout here. Okay, so they went through the cargo bay. I'm just going to roll randomly which direction they went, so they're not smart, really. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. They both went up there. Okay. All right, so you run in, and yeah, you don't see them. So there's basically, when you first come out of the cargo bay, there's a ladder that goes up basically into your reactor room. Or if you go through the kind of I guess you call it like the lounge area. It's like a. Oh, actually, I can screen share. I can still screen share. Let me just do it. That was easier. Describe the ship to you, since you kind of should know what your ship looks like. Ship. I should probably name all these screenshots and stuff. The Scarab ship. Here we go. Okay. I was end up with a lot of windows open when we play this. All right, so let's see. Screen share. Location window. Okay, so you are fighting here, right? If you come through here, this right here is a ladder. Obviously, this goes up to the the reactor room.
Okay.
That lounge kind of kitchen area. This is actually the stasis chambers. I mean, you can see this is open, so you can see that you don't see it in here. All those doors are closed. So you think it probably went up one of these 2 ladders. Either the ladder here, which goes up into the reactors, or the ladder here, which goes up into the bridge.
I'm gonna go to the reactors because that's more vital.
All right, perfect. So climb up there. I think you can probably get up there and another move. Through the next floor. get you guys the pictures of the ship so it'd make it easier for you. All right, so you come up this ladder here.
Let's see.
So yeah, so you're looking around. You don't see you don't see them in this general area. So which way do you want to go? You can either come up here towards the grav projectors. Well, I guess they're both grav projectors, so you can go kind of up or down to look for them.
I'm gonna go up first.
Okay. All right, so you run up to that room, and you get up there, and you're looking around.
Okay.
And then we'll go back to the top of the initiative again. So yeah, you hear the woman. She sees you running towards the house, Sophia. So she says, "Quick, hurry!"
Yeah.
You saw Rodwell run back in.
Yeah. I'm about 20 meters from the ship, right? Can I see what's on top of it?
I'm gonna say no. It's a the ship's pretty tall. It's not so big that you can see it. I guess is what I should say.
Okay.
Which I guess is a good thing. It's not bigger than your ship.
Yeah. I'm gonna say being a soldier, my instinct is gonna be to try to basically defend the captain. So now that I have my gun back, let's see. I don't want to run in there with a sword and with one of those things because I don't, if it surprises me or whatever. Let's see. So if I ran, does that mean I put my sword away when I ran to get my gun?
No, you didn't have an action to do that. You're holding your pistol in one hand and sword in the other.
Okay. All right. I feel like a badass. Let me see. So actually putting away my weapons would cost 1 action point each, right?
Fast action, yes, so 1 action point.
What? How many action points do you get a turn? 3?
3.
And taking out or putting up a weapon is an action point, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'll put away my sword and my gun, and I'll pull my carbine off my back and hold it up in front of me. And like I'm looking at the ship, so I'm preparing to make my way there.
Okay. Cool. All right. So Rodwell, you run up to this section, and yeah, sure enough, you see one of these things like hacking at the grav projector. It doesn't seem like it's penetrated it yet. Although you don't need gravity because you're on the ground, so you don't know if it's damaged yet. But it seems to be hacking away at it, and it's like it gets like a shock, and then it almost seems like it's like giving it more energy every time it like gets the energy from the ship, basically.
I want to shoot it.
Okay.
Real quick, I just read on the ranged rolls. If you're within melee with a ranged weapon, even if it's short distance, you get a -3 to your attack.
Right.
Okay, so I'll just roll one.
-3 because it flew towards you.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
At that time, when you're talking about when they were outside, yeah.
I got 1-6.
Nice. That's what you're talking about, though, right, Crystal, when you were on the ramp?
Yeah, because I don't think we did a minus
there, but because it flew towards you, I figured it was far enough away.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. If something's on you, you get a minus, unless you want to hit him with the gun as a melee. You could do that. Okay, so you shot it. This one. Let's see. Oh. Okay. So it actually, you shoot it as it's kind of got its beak stuck in the thing, and it actually like causes a minor explosion, and it falls to the ground. It's like basically it almost like ashes, like it dies basically.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah, but the
ground
ground
stomp on it, make sure it's kind of really out.
Yeah, I mean, it's more or less like when you stomp on it, like, and then you pick your foot up, it's like dust.
Oh,
It's
nice.
it's almost like you overcooked it, and it just completely it was so brittle, black charcoal that when you stepped on it, it just turns to dust.
Hell yes.
Yeah, but this one grav projector looks like it's damaged.
Yeah, I'll keep note of that.
Okay. Okay, so she's not doing anything else in the house at this point. She's letting you figure out your deal. So, Sophia.
Yeah, I'll start moving up to the ship, keeping my gun aimed at it in case I see that thing that's in the ship flying out.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, so you're 20 meters away, so you can get basically up to the entry to the ship. So basically, right below that ladder that Roger went up. Although we should not necessarily know. Yeah, I guess you probably saw him go up the ladder. So you're kind of standing there. You in front of you is the mess hall, and behind you is the loading dock.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. How many actions do I have left?
No, that would take all of it to get you. For you to get,
okay. Yeah. All right. Never mind.
Yeah, assuming that you wanted to get that far, because you were 20 meters away from the loading dock, and you had to go through the loading dock and into the ship.
Would just calling out Captain real quick, would that be a free action?
Yeah, you can call him.
Okay, so I call out Captain.
Okay.
Yes.
Need to go.
Okay. Let's get this. Let's get out of here. I just stomped one out. Grav projector's kind of messed up though.
We might have more to worry about than that if we don't get out of here now. One on top might be eating through the ship. We need to take care of that.
Okay, well, the grav projector is what makes the ship fly. Just so you know that.
Oh.
It's not like gravity in the ship, but yeah, I just realized that. These are like the engines, basically. This is the reactor. Oh, I'm doing the. This is the reactor, but these actually make the ship fly. You can fly with one, but it's going to be minuses on your rolls here.
Yeah, I think we should try to repair it.
Get up and on again. I might be jealous.
Okay, well, we still have one of these bats in here, and we have a big one on the roof.
Yeah, I'll try to find the one in here in the ship first. Can I go check out the other grav projector area?
Sure. Yeah. So you head down to that area. I guess you get down to that other side of it, and this area seems empty. Doesn't seem like it's in here.
Sit down.
You said it's empty?
Yeah, it's empty. There's it didn't come in here.
Okay. I'll go check out. I didn't see anything in the reactor areas. I didn't see anything in the storage area whenever I came up the ladder.
That's right.
Get it for me.
Okay, yeah, so I'll go back down and I'll start heading towards the other side of the ship where I think they might have gone up. The other one.
Cool. Just the other.
The other ladder.
Yeah. So yeah, you can do that during your turn. Run down there, look in that room, run back to the ladder, and then you're basically together. And your guys are right here. Yeah, you don't hear anything immediately, but then as you're kind of you're listening a little bit more, you definitely hear sounds coming from the bridge area.
All right, I want to go up with my Vulcan cricket at the ready.
Okay. So Sabina, you technically go first, but you guys can move in simultaneously if you want.
Well, it's okay for him to go first because I'm going to put away my gun and pull out my sword and then start heading there.
Okay. So yeah, you guys can both get up the ladder for sure. And you'll have one free action when you get to the top. If you, one fast action when you get to the top, Radwa. Because you do see it, you could do like a hip shot, which is at minus on the 2 hit. I've checked it. I think it's -1.
It's a -2.
-2. But I will say you're in the bridge, and if you miss, then it might be a bad thing. I'll just point that out. But you can definitely try it. You do.
I'll try it off the cuff really fast.
Do it.
So -2. I did miss.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
This might be one of those times where you might consider praying to the icons.
Yeah. I was gonna say, can I do an icon thing?
Sure.
Pray to the traveler, I think.
I think you're right.
Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so 2 more because I still have the -2. Yep. So let's see.
No, the judge for range combat.
Oh, right. Agility. Okay, just make sure. All right, so 2. Ooh, 1 6 and 1 5. Nice. Not bad.
Oh, that's good. All right, so you shoot this thing. It was messing with the sensors area, and yeah, you shoot it. And this is one that was injured before. Oh, no, it wasn't actually. So, even though it wasn't, it still immediately dies and turns to dust. Because it does 2 points, right? If a cricket, hold on, let me just check.
Yeah, 2 points.
Yep, that's enough.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, so the sensor panel looks a little bit damaged. And you know your grav projector is damaged. You don't hear the thing on the roof anymore, but the power is out in the ship. You think that might have been like a when it was messing with the grav projector, it might have caused some kind of like reactor overload or something, so it shut down, for security purposes. As to not the ship.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm gonna. I don't know what I could do. I don't have like. I don't have like technology. I don't know what I would need to maybe try to repair the grav projector, or if I even have the tools. Do what?
You would need science.
Science, yeah, I don't have that.
Science or technology.
Shit. Sophia, we're gonna need to fix that grav projector if we're gonna want to power up safely. And I can't.
I don't have any. I mean, it's beyond my paycheck, sir.
Yes.
You said science or what else?
Technology would also be okay, I suppose.
Yeah, no, both of those are beyond my pay grade. I had a friend back on the planet. We should have brought her with us. She's awesome with technology, but
yes, well, it doesn't help us now.
Well, we still have one of those big ones up on the roof, and I'm good at shooting things.
Let's go take it out. I'll be behind you.
Okay. Slide down the rail, and gonna. Is that the end of this combat, by the way?
Yeah, we can see her out of combat for now.
Okay, so I need to reload my weapons.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay. So while I'm doing that, we can make our way to the roof, and I'll have my Vulcan carbine ready for that.
Okay. So do you want to climb up into the the orbitome? If I suppose say it, the way the little plants are on top. You know what I'm talking about?
Don't want to crawl up in the what?
The little garden that you have on top.
Oh yeah, sure. If I can make it out to the roof through there, sure.
Yeah, well, that would be the way to see the roof without having to go outside. I'll show you.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't help to see the thing if I can't shoot it.
Okay.
I don't want it breaking the glass trying to get to me. So okay. I think I'd rather just go outside and climb up onto the roof.
Okay. It's very doable. Let me just show you. Ship itself. I'm trying to present. Am I presenting? I'm not, right? No. Oh, doesn't want me to screen share. Oh, no, it doesn't. Press the wrong button. Screen share. There we go. All right. So this is what I was talking about. So you see your ship. You can see how it's designed over here. Yeah. So this is what I was talking about. But you're going to come up on the side and just try to climb up. I'll say if there's a ladder or something on the outside that you can attach, or there must be. I don't see it. Get up there.
I mean, maybe there's a way from the inside to get up to the top. Like, I mean, we're in the bridge area, so maybe there's like a ladder or something there that, or a porthole somewhere.
It doesn't look like it. I mean, it's not like you get up on top of your ship that often, but I'm sure you can climb up. Let me just see. I'm looking at all the exits and stuff. There's nothing there. Can't do anything else. Cook on your sensor. No, you can't. Oh, hatch to top cargo hold. Yeah, so there is actually. You can actually climb from the cargo storage area. You can go up into the. There's like you can go up and you can get up there that way. Because I guess it opens up and you can load the ship that way. So yeah, you can do that.
Okay, cool.
And what are you doing, Ragnar?
I'm gonna try to go down the cargo ramp, I suppose, and try to get to where I can see this thing on top if it's still up there.
Okay. All right. So you guys separate, and Sophia's going up through the storage area. And do you want to coordinate, or are you just gonna go and go?
We should probably be on comms, I would think. Try to coordinate.
Because I would say Sophia can get to it probably first. Well, no, that's not true. Because you have to go back down the ladder and around. So actually, yeah. So it's you have the same amount of time to get to where you're going. So you guys actually both walk to the cargo hold because that's where you need to go. Map again. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna send you guys. Okay, so these right here are. Like your ramp. Hold on. I think I'm on the wrong thing. Anyways, on the right hand side where it says stasis on the side, that's basically like your ramp. That come in and out of the ship. Above that is the storage. So there's like entry points here and here. So you can go down the ramp, Rodwa, and you can go up the ladder at the same time, Sophia. So yeah, so you go down the ramp. You see that crate is still, three-quarters of the way down the ramp on the
right.
No, it's all the way to the bottom actually. But on the ramp is your loading machine. It's still there. You don't see any more of those small bats as you kind of walk out to the front. And Sophia's climbing up. And as soon as you kind of get to like kind of outside-ish, Rodwa, the woman calls from the house again and she says, hurry up, it's gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
It's gone.
Okay. Am I coming to you or are you coming to me?
Right, yes. And then she starts running towards you.
I'll provide any covering fire if necessary, but I'm probably standing there looking like a fool.
Okay. Yeah, so she starts running towards you. Around that same time, Sophia, you pop up on the roof with your gun ready, and you see that there's nothing up here. The roof looks like doesn't look like there's any hull breaches. It looks like there's a little bit of damage to the outside, but nothing that looks like it's coming through all the way, at least not obviously. Yeah, you don't see. But your Arbitron, the little garden area, the glass on it is completely black now. It almost like it's covered in oil.
Okay. Well, then I'll.
You can see down too, and you see this woman running towards the ship now.
Okay, I'm gonna go prone and take out my sniper rifle and give her covering fire from the vantage
You had a
point.
carbine and a sniper rifle and a sword and a pistol.
I'm always prepared. Hey, I have 4 slots, so I'm assuming that's possible. I have 4 slots on me on the game thing. It has 4 slots.
Okay, I got you. It just seems funny, but okay. All right, you switch to
the gunner. I'm going to have guns on me.
Okay. All right, so you get to the top and you take this really long sniper rifle out of your ass or wherever you were storing it. I'm not really exactly sure. Yeah, you give her cover. You don't. Nothing seems to happen. She runs towards the ship and she like gets to your Rodwa and she's like, "Quick, close the gate. Let's get inside."
I believe our power is down. Can you fix that? Our grav projector. It's broken. One of those bird things.
Oh. Yeah, but you can get is the reactor damaged? She's looking
No.
around. Okay, all right. You have tools, right?
Probably. I'm just the captain.
That explains it. So she looks around quickly and she sees there is like a tool chest in the area over there, and she looks at it quickly and she's like, okay. There's none on the ship, are there?
No, I've dealt with those.
Oh, that's probably why it left. That makes sense. It seems like when you kill the little ones, the big one leaves. That's how we got
What are
rid of it
these?
the last time. I don't know. Well, I do know, but I can't believe they even exist. I've only heard stories about these things.
Well, you'll have to tell us about them, but we need to get off this planet as soon as we can.
Yes. Okay. So she goes up the ladder at your instructions because she doesn't know where the thing is, and she goes into the reactor room. Are you going with her, or are you gonna? What are you gonna do at the bottom? You can manually close the door.
Okay.
It would just take some effort. Like it'll take some time, but you can there's like a crank that you can do it with.
I'll start cranking while she goes to mess with the reactor.
Okay. Yeah, it'll probably take maybe
You can multitask.
5 minutes or so to crank it up, but
Okay.
it isn't like an emergency.
Yeah, I'll start working on that as fast as I can.
Okay. Did you want to take the stuff back onto the ship, or are you going to leave the science stuff outside?
I'll take the food.
Okay.
And water if it's not too heavy. If I can just kind of toss it on the ship, but
Okay.
probably leave the science stuff.
All right. Yeah, I think you probably only had one crate out there, which was the science stuff. So you had the food and water with you. So, yeah, good. So you start cranking it up, and she's up there, and you got it about like 3/4. What are you doing during this period, Sophia?
Once I see she's on the ship, I'll put my sniper rifle away and crawl back into the hole and close it and everything.
Okay. Yeah. So she sees you. Come down, and she looks over at you, and she says, "Oh God, we got to get out of here. I'm going to try to fix this reactor." And then she starts like messing with it, and I'll let you guys roll it. She has 9 in science. So who wants to be the doctor?
I have 9 dice right here, so
Roll 9 dice for the doctor.
I'm gonna pray to the icons. Which icon would be appropriate here?
Let's see. Which icon is appropriate? I gotta learn that better.
Probably the traveler.
Yeah, this is science, so messenger.
Messenger. All right. Please, messenger, please. Just let me have this one. Cool. She got 2 successes this time.
Nice. Okay, good. So yeah, about since it took since by the time she got there and got it all going, you probably got the food is on the ship, and you've got maybe your loading machine back on the ship, and you're starting to crank up the ramp when you hear the power come on, and then you know that you can just press the button and the ramp will close back up.
Oh yeah, definitely doing that.
Right. So yeah, so the ramp's closed, and you feel like you're pretty safe on the ship at this moment. And I don't know if you're going to all convene together to talk to her, or what's your plan?
My plan is to hop in the pilot seat and get out of here.
Okay. So you go to the pilot seat. So she tells you, Rodwa, that she can't fix the grav projector without some parts. But luckily, you guys brought parts.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell her we have the parts. Do what you can as quickly as you can. I need to get to the bridge.
Cool. All right.
And if you break it, you buy it.
The parts are outside.
And I'll walk back in coolly, and I'll click
The parts are outside.
That's the science stuff that you left.
Yeah, I'll walk coolly back into the cargo bay or whatever, and I'll go click the button and wait for her to go. I'll get in the forklift thing, and I guess I'll go start getting the parts back on the ship.
Okay.
Are you going to calm me down or just let me try and crank the ship?
I'll let you start getting it all booted up. I trust you.
Yeah, I'm sure you're aware from the pilot seat when doors are open and stuff. There's got to be like a little warning.
Yeah, that's true.
My car has that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a ship.
Like,
trunk is open.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see the is open.
Taking off, and they're all just being pulled out by gravity.
Yeah, so she says, let me see how bad this thing is damaged. Let me roll. Oh, okay. All right, so she tells you it's going to take a few hours to fix it. But she should be able to do it.
Yes, try to be as quick as you can.
Yeah, she tells you that these creatures are called Yarah, and that they like you said, you now that she said that, you probably recognize the stories of them, that they're these kind of although the larger ones are the ones you've heard. That's probably why you didn't immediately put it together. Normally they're very big, but they must have uncovered like a nest of them or something, because in the last 3 days her two miners got very, very sick and died from the disease that you get when you're bit with these things. She's like, thank God you guys didn't get bitten.
Oh, yes.
Carry the
Could have been much worse. Carry the what?
The plague.
The plague? What are you talking about?
Yes, if you're bit by these, you can come down with the plague, and usually you die within a week.
That sounds absolutely tragic.
I know.
We don't have a medical officer on board.
Well, luckily you didn't get bit, right?
No. Well, I did get attacked, and I'll check my wound. Was I bit?
Yeah, you were.
And I'll say,
you don't have medical.
I was not bit, but I was attacked.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't know if you're bit or not, but you know that you were bit. So you don't have to tell her or not, but you know that you're bit.
I guess I would. I don't want to lie to her. She might have valuable information, so I'll say, don't freak out, but I have been bit.
Hold on. Well, all right. So you both, Rodwa and Sophia, roll a d6. I realized in order for you to get the plague, it has to cost me 1 darkness point, but I only had 1, and you both get bit. So whoever has the higher roll.
I got a 4.
5. I win.
Okay, so you're stricken with the plague.
I'll start coughing kind of pathetically, and I'll say, I was bit. I can't lie to you.
She's well, okay. Well, at least since we know what it is, we can take care of it. Hopefully, we just have to get you to the doctor quickly. Let me try to get this grav projector fixed.
I, the one and only pilot, am going to be dead.
So you don't have to put me down, do you?
No. She laughed. She says, no, you'll be fine. So you're going to have to roll a science.
Maybe next time.
Since it's your life on the line, I'll make you roll it. Roll a 9 by science to see if she can fix the grav projector.
Science. I don't have anything in science, so just roll the wit.
No, it's for her.
Oh, for her. 9? Oh, yeah. Chris, go ahead and roll that. I think
so 9 dice in science to see if she can fix the grav projector without any incidences.
Who's rolling that? Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, you should roll it since you're the one with the life on the
Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 6.
Would you like to pray to the icons?
Yes.
All right. The messenger is getting a lot of prayers today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No 6s. Jesus.
Okay. All right. So.
No 6s. Okay.
All right. So she's able to get it working, but not very well. So it's a little bit more of a risky proposition if you're going to get back to the base in time. So you've got a couple of options. She has 1 in medical. So she could try to treat you. But let's see, we'll only do that if she has to. So guess what, pilot? It's on you. The grav projector is not fixed properly, which means you're going to have to roll at -2 on your piloting.
Am I muted?
No.
I'm not. Okay. I have 1 in Metacarthy. I have 1. Can I do it myself?
You can't try it on yourself. For this, I don't think.
But
well, you could probably, I suppose. But you don't need to. You didn't. You rolled higher. Only Rodwa has the plague.
No, I won the plague.
No, you won. That means you didn't get it.
Oh.
Right. Winning,
I thought it meant
winning and getting the plague would be weird. When it comes to plague, you don't want it. So
I thought you said the higher number would get the plague, but
well,
okay.
I meant the higher number. It doesn't get the plague.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I guess. Anyway, then again,
So
this
they're
could
fine,
be like
but
it could be like descending armor class, you know. So
yeah, no, it's true. So I mean, there's two options here, and you can try all of them.
okay.
You can just try to help him now.
If I guess if it's going to take a few hours to fix the grav thing, then I guess I would come down at some point.
Yeah, you
and maybe they would tell me.
All right.
So I guess I'll roll to see if I can help him.
Yeah, and you're doing it on the ship, so you've got a +3 because you have a med.
Okay, cool. So let's see. So
What they
that's
call it.
1 for my metallurgy. And then metallurgy is wits, which is 3 more. And then I get a +3 for the ship.
You're doing on the ship.
Okay, so so I guess I checked both of us, and he's the only one that has it.
Yeah, maybe yours ended up being more of a scratch, or not always through.
Okay, cool. I got 1 success.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So you feel like you caught it in time, that it shouldn't be a problem. So yeah. Well, with that being said, now you're not in a rush to leave, so you can just wait until she gets this thing fixed if you want. There's a small chance the creatures might come back, but she says they don't normally come back after it appears. It usually doesn't show up again for a couple of days. So if you want to risk it, you can just wait until she definitely fixes it, or you can risk taking off now, which is going to give you a -200 piloting.
Can I roll for her to fix it this time?
No, it'll just be fixed. She definitely would have fixed it eventually. It just came down to like if she could fix it fast enough. I mean, and with it given enough time, she could fix it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I personally vote for let her fix it up nice so we don't explode in space.
Okay. How about you, Rodwell? You're fine with that?
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally fine with that.
Okay. All right. So, what could potentially be the last roll of the night? Let's see. Who wants to roll that? Since you spoke up first, say that you would wait. Sophia, go ahead and roll a d6. If you get a 1, then it comes back before you're done.
Okay. Fair enough. 4.
Nice. All right. So you guys wait around. You're on it. You know, you're using the sensors. You're maybe you're not even sitting in the pilot seat now. Maybe you're sitting in the gunner seat, just being aware that shit could go down. And you know, then at some point you hear her call from, you know, she presses the comm on the side and she says, "Okay, give it a shot." You know, and you fire up the engines and you kind of maybe like hover a bit and you can see that it's it's shaky for a minute. You're going to need like a proper repair because you're doing like a field repair right now, but you feel like it's 100% fine, that it should work. And then she comes up to the bridge with you guys and she can actually operate the sensors if you want, or one of the positions in the ship because she has science. So she can do that or not. It's up to you. And either way, you're able to fly off the ship. And she tells you that they did discover actually a pretty valuable mineral at this mining facility, and that she's going to definitely want to come back to collect with troops. But she appreciates that you saved her or whatever, and as a reward, she actually she gives you 6,000 beer.
Each?
Oh wow.
No, total.
Damn. Well, it's still pretty decent.
That's I mean, that's a decent amount.
So
yeah,
do
you
yeah.
Do you want to split that 3,000 each, or do you want to put that whole thing into the ship pot?
Well, I say we both take 2,000 and then we put 2,000 into the ship pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which might end up being what it's going to cost to fix the ship too. Let me see what this
Yeah.
Well, actually, it only costs 1,500 to fix the ship, so you got an extra 500 in the thing, and you guys each pocket a little bit of money that the others don't know about per se.
Oh no, definitely not. They're on vacation, so you know we're out here doing all the risky work.
Yeah,
catching the plague and shit.
That's true. You get back. Yeah, and you get yourself fixed up, and you get the ship. You get the ship fixed up, and it costs you about 1,500 beer, but you get the grav projector back online and all the stuff cleaned up. They got damaged in the sensor bank and everything. So, yeah, you successful mission, guys. You save the scientist, and you now have another contact who
Nice.
vital minerals. So she may use you for transport jobs in the future as she once she clears out this creature.
Very nice.
Apparently, there's just one, but it keeps having like babies or whatever. Which I guess she thinks that they go to feed, and because when they die, it basically takes off because it's trying to get them grown. So it's just there for protection. But that's her theory, anyways. You're not soldiers, so she's not going to hire you to do that. I mean, Sophia's a soldier, but as a group, you're not soldiers. So
No. Okay.
mission for you guys. So yeah, you definitely made some cool contacts and successfully did the mission. And
Do we get any reputation?
yeah, you do actually get reputation. Let me see how that works. I was going to say this is the first time that's been relevant. Let's see, reputation. Let's do a quick reputation thing. Well, let's do experience first because I already have the thing for that. I have to look up reputation. It just goes up by like a point or something, I think is how reputation works, but let me just make sure. So, experience. Da-da-da. Close the sheet, of course, that I needed. I have like 1,000 PDFs. Just so I can jump to each thing individually. And they're all screenshots. So like I didn't like name them, which is what I should do. They're all like screenshot 1, screenshot 2. I need to get myself more organized here. All right, let's see. Improve your character. Okay. Did you participate in the session? Yes. 1 XP for each of you for that. Overcome a difficult challenge. Yes, roll to be for sure.
Okay.
Challenge yourself and try something you're bad at.
No, I don't think I did.
Not really.
Maybe you flew the ship, but you're not bad at. What's your pilot skill?
My pilot is only a 1, but I have a 5 in agility.
Yes, you're not
I
exactly.
did do a metallurgy, which I have a 1 in, and I
That's
only
true.
have a 3 in wits.
Okay, yeah. So I would say you can have experience point for that. Sacrifice or risk something because of your personal problem? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Risk something for your PC buddy. Yeah, you both kind of like fought those things together. I'd say you stood up for each other. So I'll give you a point for sacrifice for your buddy.
Nice.
So 1 there too. So that'd be 1, 2, I think 3 for Radwa and 4 for Sophia. That's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can actually spend 1 now.
This is after the session. If you've done something generally considered good and heroic, your reputation increases by 1. Yeah. So your reputation definitely, both of your reputations go up by 1.
Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and I have 5 experience points. So I'm going to go ahead and shift all of those babies in. And I think I'm going to get me trying to think if science or technology would come more in handy usually.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. Both of them are wits, so both of them I'd be okay with. I'm going to go with science because it seems more general. Like science seems more general than technology.
Okay, so I think rotation is an individual stat, right? There's not a group rotation, so just each of yours went up 1 point, not the other people in the crew because they weren't there.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't think there's a reputation. Let me just, if there is, I would raise it for the group, but I think, yeah.
I don't think there is. I think it's only individual stuff.
Yeah, so you each get 1 more reputation, so I don't know. I think you both actually have decent reputations. Somebody's got a pretty bad reputation. I can't remember who it was.
Mine's 5. I don't know.
Yeah, you got a good one.
I had a 3 because of being a soldier, I think, but
Yeah.
now it's a 4, which is like average.
Yeah, yours was 5 and now it's 6, or it's 5 now? Well,
It's now a 6 actually. Yeah.
yeah,
Let me add that.
yeah, because you have like a faction stand. You already were pretty.
Right.
And this is actually somewhat related to your faction too, so you definitely got for that.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they run that foundation station and it's kind of connected.
Okay.
Okay, blah, blah. So you kept 2,000. Just make note of the ones you kept for yourself. I'm making note that there's another 500 in the ship stash.
Okay.
I'll set the ship sheet for you. Don't put it on the thing so you guys can share it. And you made those connections. And Mira, no, Mira's the character. Aziz, you can see the ship that you met. Try everybody's. And
so if we spend some of this beer, just let you know, like next time or whatever.
Yep. I mean, if it's your personal beer, if it's your personal beer, then I don't think you need to, unless there's something you buy that you want me to know that you have. But yeah, if it's your personal, I wouldn't worry about it. But if it's the group, then if it's a group thing, you'll just have to, because everybody obviously has to.
Yeah. No, I think no, I think I'm just gonna buy some ammo. I mean, with my personal beer. Because I had to use some of it tonight.
Yeah, if you want to get any ammo, like you had a combat juice, you also used one reload. Rodler. Otherwise, I don't think you guys used much. It wasn't that long of a trip.
Yeah.
You might use some of your drugs, but otherwise, you're pretty good. All right, making my notes for you guys. All right, that all seems right. Save that. So I'm going to end the broadcast. That was pretty good.
Yeah, thanks for running it. That was awesome.
Yeah, I like that.